peace. Lord, how I gave my parents fears. Tracked so hard to raise me right, but I was born to run the night. Dad took me home when I was a kid. Wouldn't believe the hell I did. I said, boy, hold this. Told my cousin you better run. Last time he poked fun at me, got my with a tree.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Caesars Superdome. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the New Orleans Saints. Strap in, this will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. And he returns this to the 22.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Already here, they'll audible to something else. To the right side, he's got Velo. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. You talk about this Giant defense. Well, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Here's Shuck. Here's Johnson with a reception. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. They'll throw. Here's Shuck. Sliding out of the pocket. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. The Saints at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Second and 10.
Here we go. Right, switching blaster, stick.
Now Rattler. And this one into the hands of Vaughn. And he'll be just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
That's going to be a good matchup for him. Using him out of the backfield and telling those linebackers, hey, you're not only going to have to try and run with him, but you're going to have to try and tackle him in the open field.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, down at the 31.
Down. Black 40. 62 black.
Play action. Now Rattler. That'll be dumped off to Vaughn, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away.
3-yard pickup.
And that'll make it second down. back to throw again. Shakes up, and now he's swallowed up and taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave. Pressure there, a host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now Shuck. And that is incomplete.
And so much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Here's Blake Groupie now for the Saints field goal. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. I think we can safely say they came out to be aggressive on the opening series, Charles. They didn't run the ball once. All that passing, it does get them the 3-0 lead.
I think what we saw there, partner, was the true definition of football balance, which means doing what you want to when you want to on offense. And in this case, it was throwing the football. They may mix in running the football a little bit more as this game goes on. But his opening drive, while it stalled out, it still gave him 3 points.
At their own 23-yard line.
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start with a run by Tracy. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. You look at the Saints defense. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Now Dart. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Shuck. Touchdown! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Blake Groupie now for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Here's Robinson. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
Big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll go again with Tracy. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting room. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
To throw now, Dart. The short throw pulled in by Bellinger. Yeah, he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Tracy trying the right side. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Chase Young. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing his dart. And it's caught. And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get it to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On the ground, here's a 4th-round pick from April's draft. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Scalaboo is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. Now it's Tracy. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
How about that stand defensively? The sticks were moving against them. 1st down after 1st down was being piled up. They had driven all the way down the field, and then they ran into a wall on 3rd and goal. Nice job regrouping. Very impressive.
Gano's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown, and their last time out looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just about Wilson in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Short throw underneath to Hurst. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
And it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
From the 43, here's second and 6.
45, right. Watch out now. 52.
We'll get that complete to Vele. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
13 yards.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On the move to his left. And he's got his man on the other route. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
That's a nice throw right there, and I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in colleges delivered to the NFL.
And they can't bring him down. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. He will push his way down to about the 14. Here's a second and 8.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Sends it out to the sideline. This is Hill. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. And they'll let their fullback try and push the ball. They'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
But there's a trust factor in that call. Turning and handing it to the big man in the backfield, trying to pick up the first down. But how about the defense? They were ready for him, and they were able to stop him.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. A play-action fake. They look to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. 1st down.
1st down, Giants.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Dart. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. Throwing, Dart. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. Huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Dart. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Now they'll audible to something else. Vaughn on 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Here's a 2nd and 5. To throw is shot. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense, if that fell harmlessly to the ground. This one taken in by Olave. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here comes the Saints punter now. And how about this, a fake? And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. Now we get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Shuck. Escaping the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. But he doesn't quite make it, taking it with an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
First down and goal to go.
will extend their lead here just before halftime. Looking for the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. (17-3) the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did. First half, they've seen what the defense is throwing at them, and now they want to have the ball going against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Running left is Tracy.
2nd and 1 is offered an invitation. Take the big shot downfield. Then the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Tracy going to get it on first down. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 56 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A good passing down here, and they send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on 2nd down. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there. It's 3rd down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. He was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
You have to figure with this offense on 2nd and inches, they're in ideal shape, but then they end up getting an incompletion, a run stuffed on 3rd and inches, and you look around and say, how did it become 4th down?
Here's Dart. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Field, black. Slide through. Set.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants' offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
They go play action with Dart. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Dart. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll hand it to Tracy. To about the 40-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 8. Now back to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Y'all gotta call my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. We made it no Power Rangers. Mine also dangerous. Y'all talk outrageous.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. That will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can tend to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Here we go. Black, 95. Black shot. Hut, hut.
To the air is Rattler. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And the Saints, first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Handoff coming left is Vaughn. And he's going to ball his way forward to the 48. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
They'll throw. Here's Shuck. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
A little football 1-on-1 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. Officially, they'll call that a 9-yard pickup there, so it leaves him in a good spot. 2nd and inches for him coming.
At the 35-yard line.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Gets this complete to Shaheed. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
On play action, they'll throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Saints are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Giants 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now a 3 pace here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now Dart. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. To throw now, Dart. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing his Dart. There's a short one caught by Johnson. So the completion good for just 3. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Jalen Hyatt, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2.
The Giants will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
It's interesting when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 26-yard line.
Kamara up the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out 1st downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. And they'll go on the ground. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. He's going to try and take off with it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now be taken in by Shaheed. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
At the 20-yard line.
And now an audible here into something else. Second and long. Finding Alvin Kamara for the completion. And out of bounds all the way down at the 30. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Saints are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Grouping able to add the PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 23. And now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Dart. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out when they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. No matter what the defense throws at them, they feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down.
If I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
That's complete to Slayton. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. On the give, it's Tracy. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Right back to Tracy. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there. In this game, so far, he's been denied.
So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. Here's Tracy. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal? They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and run for it with Davis Price. And not only will he not get it, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Here's Shuck.
He's still good.
And he is going to have the Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for us Saints. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Line of scrimmage to 31 now on 1st and 10.
First down.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Shuck now to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll fire this complete to Hurst down the field. 23 yards the pickup there.
Continuing to keep their foot on the gas, and it looks like they're just having fun out there. They're loose, they're free, and they're enjoying what the scoreboard looks like.
I'd have to say I agree with you totally. They're having a blast out there all game long. When they throw the football, they're picking up nice chunks of real estate, significant yardage on just about every throw that they make. There's another one there, and they continue to have that fun that you just talked about.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's incomplete. He's still throwing to the very